What's going on, guys? Welcome to the lounge at Hidden Homestead. My name is David, and today we are going over the top 5 bourbons that I just can't do without, or live without, or give up, whichever. All right, thanks for joining me today while I talk about the top 5 bourbons that I just cannot give up. Now, this is Ashley. This is not Ashley. This is actually a challenge from Matt over at, I can't talk. I've been drinking, so excuse me. Over at ADHD Whiskey, his name is Matt, and he put out a challenge of his top 5 bourbons that he just couldn't get rid of if for whatever reason he had to get rid of like most of his stash. Now, I got to say that I do have, I don't think I'm alone in this. I have kind of a bromance with that fuzzy ass of his. He knows what he's talking about. He's a very funny dude. Go check him out. ADHD Whiskey. Just super cool dude, and he has some great bottles and some super cool stories behind him, which is why he couldn't get rid of them. Now, I got to admit, I'm not going to be able to compete with that, but I'm going to give it my best and see what happens. Now, basically, these are bottles that are like super expensive, or they hold like high sentimental value, or that kind of stuff. They're very special bottles, or they're just pretty extremely hard to come by. First on my list, this one, it seems it's on the shelf. You see it all the time. It's not that rare at all, but it's the batch that I was looking for. That is Rare Breed, Wild Turkey Rare Breed Batch LLKB. Now, why am I doing this bourbon that you can find on the shelf? What is the big deal with this one? Well, I just did a review on this bottle, particularly the Batch LLKB. You can check it out right here. Check it out right here. Like I'm Canadian all of a sudden. You can check it out right here if you're interested. So I was watching another whiskey tuber video, and they said that this one is like by far the best. So I wanted to put that to the test. I put this against another batch, pretty similar, but I could kind of tell a difference. This one came out on top, so why is this one so special? It's special because I'd been looking, after I watched their video, I'd been looking for this bottle for a while, and I walked into the liquor store, and the whiskey gods must have been smiling on me that day, because they said, hey man, go over to the Rare Breed and just take a looky-see what they got. Well, sure enough, they had one bottle on the shelf, and that was this bottle, Wild Turkey Rare Breed Batch LLKB. It is a stereotypical bourbon, but arguably the best rare breed that you could find. It's just, there's no spikiness, there's no off-putting flavors. It's all there. Everything that should be in there is. It is a delicious bottle. I just got it, and I haven't even had time to really get into it, but I will. Don't you worry. I will. Well, maybe not. I need to kind of probably save this because I might never see it again. We'll see. Next on the list is Stag Junior Batch 17. Why is this one so special? Well, there's 2 reasons. One's not as big as the other. Stag Junior Batch 17, this is the last batch that they're going to do Stag Junior. They're getting rid of the Junior. Batch 18 and forward will apparently only be Stag. Now, this one was pretty interesting because this was the first allocated bottle that I had ever found in the wild. It was just a month ago, roughly. They were doing it was right around Easter. I don't know if they meant to do an Easter egg, but I walked in, there was the store that I went to had just got a barrel pick, and the bottles were similar to this one. They had it, packed in around all the other bottles, turned backwards, and I just happened to be paying attention to that day, and I found this bottle kind of just mixed in with all the other ones. It was a very fun and exciting find. Not only this is my first bottle of Stag Junior, I've had a couple, and I've compared it to this one. I'll probably do another comparison. It is very good. I will be doing a comparison to batch 13 later, but this one is just cool. It's just, I just, because I got so stoked when I found it as an Easter egg, that's why it is in my lineup. Next on the list is, now this, I got so many weird accents and things going on today, I don't even know what they are. This one is Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. It is a store pick. Now, why is this one significant? Well, first of all, it's so amazing. Where I live, this is a store pick from Timmins Market in South Dakota. This is such a good bottle. I've wanted to drink more, but I've been holding on to it just to keep it for a little while. So when I was in high school, I got alcohol poisoning from Jack Daniel's, and I couldn't stomach the smell of Jack Daniel's. I couldn't stomach bourbon or whiskey or anything really after that. Well, so I started getting into whiskey. I started getting back into a little bit of bourbon, and I went out to a bar and they said, they were having like a wine and whiskey Wednesday. And I said, well, what do you got on the shelf that you normally can't get? Well, they had this. We can get this every once in a while. It's a little hard to find on a regular single barrel. They had this, and I thought, you know what? Why not? Pour me a little glass and I'll give it a go. We'll see what I'm missing out on. It blew my mind. I totally discounted Jack Daniel's altogether. And the single barrel, the regular single barrel proof is what kind of got me back into Jack Daniel's. Well, shortly after, the local store had, Timmins Market had the single barrel proof store pick, and I got it on a whim and thought, well, let me open it up and try it. Frickin' blew my mind. I mean, it is hot, it drinks hot, but behind all that heat, it is just so much flavor. It's ridiculous. There's bananas. It's a bananas Foster's on crack, basically, is what this is. It's delicious, and I gotta keep it. I can't get rid of it. It is amazing. So, third bottle. The fourth bottle is, well, I'm cheating a little bit. That was aggressive. Now, I love Elijah Craig. I love the profile, and I've been looking for an Elijah Craig barrel proof since I really got into bourbon. I couldn't find one, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to find them. I've just run into a really lucky streak, I guess, with Elijah Craig's. So actually, these are both store picks. This one is from the local store where I'm from, and this one is from a store down in Wyoming. Honestly, it's hard to choose between these two. They are absolutely amazing. They're both barrel proof, they're both single barrels. But if I had to pick just one, it is super hard to do so. But I'm gonna have to go with this one. Now, the story behind this one is, like I said, I've been looking for a barrel proof Elijah Craig for quite a while, and I'm not even the one that found it. My wife, my beautiful, loving wife, is the one that found the barrel proof along with this store pick. And she was FaceTiming me and said, "Do you like any of these?" And I said, "Yes." I told her to get me a couple of the barrel proofs because I knew I had friends that had been looking for them here as well, so I knew I could kind of share them and trade them. And I said, get me one of these. Well, she misheard, no big deal. I'm not mad about it. She got me a few of these and only one barrel proof. Well, I'm so thankful that she did that because this is, honestly, this is probably one of the most complex bottles of bourbon I have had. I just had some last night and I figured out it had maple syrup. It has maple syrup, brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, oak, and oak char on the palate, on the nose. And then it rolls into like a candied caramel oak on the finish. It is with a little bit of like fig. There's like a dark fruit, maybe a fig on the very end. It is so amazing. I could not give this bottle up, and that is why it is number 4 on my list. It's so freaking good. Now, last bottle is a special occasion bottle. I've made it a bottle that I'm only going to have on a very special occasion, and that is Vanwinkle Family Reserve 12-year Lot B. Not Family Reserve, Special Reserve. You know what I was talking about. 12-year Lot B. So I actually won this. This was actually the first, definitely the first highly allocated bottles that I had ever gotten on a bourbon raffle. A local liquor store had a raffle, or not a raffle, a draft. And I lucked out. I got pick number 5 and I was able to walk out with this bottle. It was right before my birthday. I was looking for a good bourbon to just have on my birthday. I really wanted. They had a Old Forester birthday bourbon. I thought, well, that would be nice to have. Well, pick number 4, grabbed it. This one was still on the table. I grabbed it, and I didn't have it for my birthday. I had it for something a little bit more special than just the birthday. Well, first of all, like I said, it's highly allocated. I've never even seen one in the wild. I maybe will never see one again. I don't know. But again, the biggest reason why it holds so much sentimental value to me is because I had just got it, and then all of a sudden got some amazing news that I could actually open this up and dive into it. So this bottle is very special to me for that reason. Just more of a coincidence than anything that I just first of all got it, I won it, and then right afterwards I had some really great news that I was able to get into it and share it with a couple of my buddies. As you can see, I was greedy. I was greedy with this. I kind of held back. It was me and 2 other buddies, and they just wanted to taste it. And very fortunate of the good news and this bottle. So that's why it kind of holds a special place in my heart. So definitely not going to get rid of that one. All right, guys. So here are the 5 bottles that I just can't get rid of. Now, like I said, these aren't spectacular bottles. Maybe to other people they are spectacular bottles or sentimental bottles. To me, this is what I have, and if I had to get rid of all the bourbons that I have on my shelf, these are the 5 that I would keep faux show. If you like this video, consider just be aggressive with that like button. I don't know why I went that far with it, but I did. Hit that like button if you like the video, or you could just kind of click it. You could click it if that's what you want to do. Consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon so you know when I put out other videos, whether it's whiskey reviews or project videos, all that fun stuff. And then I think, is that it? Like and subscribe and maybe, oh yeah, comment below and let me know what your favorite bottles are, the bottles that you can't get rid of. That would be cool. I like that. I want to know what your all's bottles are. That's always fun. And until next time, cheers. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. What's in the glass, you ask? Ask? No. What's in the glass? Damn, I've been drinking. What's in the glass, you ask? It is this one. It is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Single Barrel Private Select Barrel Select, whichever one, from Poplar Wine and Spirits down in Casper, Wyoming. They are out now, but if you guys were able to get your hands, if you live down in Casper, Wyoming, and you were able to get your hands on this, well, you, sir or ma'am, are a lucky individual. This is an amazing bourbon. Yeah. Take care, guys.